Today, President Brendan Shanahan refused to say if there were any external candidates and said there was no timetable to name a new GM. All right. There were whispers of this. Nothing strong, but there were whispers.
Chris Johnston.
Yeah.
Sportsnet.ca, Hockey Night in Canada.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Yes.
It means the Leafs are hiring a new GM.
That's
one. It means Lou Lamoriello is 75 years old. I'm not sure that he wanted to walk away from this, but from the Leafs standpoint, Lou Lamoriello was brought in to bring respectability and stability to their front office and their team. And he did both, which is a lot easier to say than to do. Like, you've heard 1,000 guys say, when I come in, I'm going to do this, this, and this. What Lou said he was going to do, what Brendan Shanahan said he wanted from Lou to do, was pretty much accomplished, right? There was no, I mean, having Babcock also helps, but there was no internal strife in the media. There were no players getting way out of line. There was no arguing back and forth. The stability and respectability helps getting Matthews as well, helps having Babcock as well. There's a lot of things that add to it, but what Lou was brought in to do, Lou did.
Lou did.
Lou did.
I don't think this is a good thing if you're a Leaf fan today.
Oh, so you're going completely different from where I said he just brought in respectability and stability, and you're saying this is not a good thing for Leaf?
This is not a good thing.
Why? Explain.
Think about what he did. Well, you brought up Matthews. Let's start with Matthews, right?
Okay. Yep.
First overall pick in the media market that can be as zany as the Toronto media market. I think the Habs media market's a little zanier, but there's a lot of spotlights on the kid.
Yeah.
I think a guy like Lamoriello was well aware, and you saw it in the postseason. There are moments where he felt like he needed to protect Austin a little bit. And you saw that, not that Shanahan wouldn't or Babcock wouldn't, but my frame of reference here is Lou. And Lou did protect Austin Matthews when he felt there was protecting to be done. There were also, like, the roster moves that happened here. Dion Phaneuf, to get out from $7 million a year on the cap and not take any money back? Find me GMs in this league that can do that. And it was a little cruel how it happened, but Robida Island, Lupul Island, he was pretty cutthroat about it. Like, if you didn't fit the financial needs of this team, to hell with you.
Right.
And we were going to find ways around it.
That was the stability but I think that came from everybody, did it not?
It did, Lou, but Lou does have a history of getting a bit more creative with it.
Oh,
as you know.
Creative with it, one, and two, having the guts to stare a guy in the eye and say, this is what the hockey club needs.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't know what this means in terms of his contract, because Lamoriello's contract's up June 30th.
Right.
I didn't hear today about a new deal. I didn't hear today about anything going forward. I heard advisory role. Everybody went home off the conference.
Right, and
That's all I heard.
And he said to how he plans to handle his senior advisor role, it's an unknown. I've never been in a situation like that. And I was saying stability and respectability. Who else could use that? Oh, Arthur Staple mentions that with the news Lou Lamoriello is out as Leafs GM. It'll be interesting to see what the Islanders do with their spot and his relationship with Garth Snow going back.
Makes a lot of sense, right? Like a team that hasn't done anything right. Do you think Lou could re-sign John Tavares? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean that's a short window for Lou to work, because that decision's going to get made pretty soon. But I could see that happening. My point is this, Tim. He did a lot of things that in the moment you weren't like, that's not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's kind of cool to help a team forward. And when you put them all together, did a nice little job with this organization.
I agree with you, and people can nitpick some of the deals. People can nitpick some of the draft picks. But I think overall he did a good job. And I also think that he could stay. Like, there is the possibility that he could stay. I just don't know if you're Kyle Dubas, who I think is going to get the job, or Mark Hunter, who some other people think may get the job, or it's actually an external candidate that comes in and takes the job. Having Lou around for someone who wasn't that comfortable in the spot may feel like a crisis of confidence. However, I don't think Mark Hunter's that guy, and I think for Kyle Dubas it would be perfect to have a 75-year-old to be able to bounce ideas off of.
I wonder how many GMs or executives, Tim, around the league weren't expecting this to happen. And how many of those guys...
I think a lot of people knew.
Would, but I mean, what if...
I know I'm ruining your
I'm just saying,
hypothetical
what if you were interested in that? And you didn't know until today.
Yeah.
For sure.
You mean throw your name? So why?
I'm just saying.
So if you're Brendan Shanahan, why say it's one of these two guys, and or why say they're the two favorites when you might want people to say, hey, I might be interested in that gig.
Now, Kyle Dubas has apparently been stopped from speaking to teams in the past. One would suggest, upon hearing that, that the grooming has been serious and he's going to be the guy. And you're right, Lamoriello, there were some, like the Zaitsev contract's not looking good. Like there were some things that did happen. Every GM has that on his record. But overall, I thought he did a good job with a team that when he got there was a complete tire fire, right?